Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's Slightly Mad here. One of the guys from the forums requested that I work on a guide, so here it is. This is the spawn you want. It's the one with the broken boat on the beach. The rarest things to get hold of in this current build are stones. There'll be about 3 scattered around here. So you want to grab those and head left. I'll show you why. That's really important. So head this way along the beach. Okay, you've been running or walking for about 10-15 seconds to the left and you'll see a great big fire in the distance. That is really important because if you haven't got the stones, you have to wait for them to respawn. But that fire there, you can use that as your own for now. Get some deer, cook it in there, go back, grab some stones, and when you've got enough stones to head on into the village, then you can create your fire pit in the village and then start working on your shelter there. That's the safest. As you see at this fire base, you usually get an axe. At the moment I've got a worn stone hammer, which is great. I can now use that to smack rocks. Rocks produce more rocks, funnily enough, and we need those for the fire. That'll allow me to move up to the next area. Just make sure before you leave you check beyond this little tree here. I found 3 cured meat down there, so that was tucked in beyond this little tree here. So as you know, previously in the video, we've got this fire here on the beach. Orientate yourself by placing that to the back, head in a straight line up here, and look for the little ridge line. When you find that ridge line, that'll lead up to that town of Vac, I think it is. Okay, it's important that you keep an eye on your yellow bar up there. That is your food and also your stamina. If you're running, you're going to use that. So you spawn with some cured meat. So when you're dropping down to about 50%, I suggest that you eat a little bit of that meat. Blue bar being the cold bar. As you see, that's going up when you've had some of the cured meat as well. And it also cures some health. If you're lucky enough to get a stone hammer at this point in the game, then this is the sort of rock you want to be aiming for right here. You think you're not hitting it because it makes a swooshing noise, but eventually you'll get a clonk and something will fall out. Like so. Stone. So that's fairly lucky. So if you hit J, it'll tell you what you need for fire. 6 stone, 3 logs, 2 flint. As you can see, I've only got a stick on me at the moment, but I've got 4 flint here, I only need 2, and I've got 3 stone here, so I want to keep going until I've got 5 stone. Alright, so I've got my 5 stone, so the next task is to find Vac, which we can see straight ahead up there, as you can see the buildings in the distance, but also to do a little bit of hunting on the way. Apologise for the people that have already seen this in my videos, but like I said, this is a basic guide for starters. Easy enough, approach these guys from behind. If you see the little ears turn, then they've spotted you and they will sprint off, but you can get 1 hit on straight away. Quickly sprint in and hit them a second time. Let's say you go, it's down. Grab the meat, grab the leather. The point to note with those deers is you can hit them with bare hands. They do go down fairly quickly. The other one should have got out of line of sight now with me and will be lingering around here somewhere behind a bush or a tree, unaware that I'm going to butcher it. There he is, up on the hill. So we'll go around behind him again. Use the trees as cover. Don't run because you'll give yourself away. I'll creep up behind him. Remember, it's getting really close, 1 bash, then sprint and hit. Like so. 1 bash, sprint and hit. 2 hits, it's down. I might be totally wrong, but I think the name of this place is Vac, so we'll call it Vac. Welcome to Vac. Gotta watch out here, skeletons, they spawn here. Wolves come along and have a little nose around as well, but in the majority of these buildings you'll find stuff spawning on the floor. Like an apple, very helpful. As predicted, we've got a skelly over there dancing around by the tree. I don't think he's on his own because I can hear something else creeping around. We want to get that fire down. Like I said, search for the buildings because we've got something quite good here. It's a metal axe. Good for stabbing things in the face. Could also double up as a hatchet for chopping trees down, which is important for us getting the components for the fire. Now, as you can see, I haven't got all the ingredients for the fire yet. However, if I click on it and place it, with the E key, now I can add what I have got to it. So it clears up some inventory space. I didn't know that on my previous videos, but I do now. So now we're going to go off and look for wood, but first we're going to dispatch the skeleton. Easiest way to dispatch these guys is keep running behind them. So I know he's aggroed me. Get behind him. Keep moving from side to side and strafe. And it shouldn't have chance to get a hit off on you. There you go. No hits on me whatsoever. Need the bone for a club later. When you felled the tree, you just need to hit it again to break it up. Like so. I managed to find the final stone by this campfire here on the outskirts. There's always stuff dotted by those campfires. Be aware of that. Now our fire's up, we can cook. Simply go to the deer meat and hit the craft button. There you go. Now, as you noticed, if you look at the top left hand corner of the screen, the blue brain is your cold meter. Standing by the fire raises it. It dropped quite low then, and that will start bringing your health down, so keep aware of that one as well. And at night time, don't move away from the fire at all. Good news is here is the deer come wandering into town frequently, so it's like Meals on Wheels, you know, fast food on feet. Okay, so now we're going to work on the old lean-to. That is your respawn point. Simply click on it here, place it next to your fire, and like I said, I've got nothing on me at the moment to put in there, but we can easily get hold of the components very shortly. So you're wondering how to make sinew, you get the leather off the old deer, go to that panel there, craft sinew. So you see the leather breaks down into sinew. There you go. And add that to your lean-to. If you're getting short on space, I throw my things in this building here. Chuck them on the floor down here. However, if it's a multiplayer server, then be aware players are going to be able to pick that stuff up. Okay, a wolf's just popped up on me. These guys work in packs, as you've probably seen in my other videos. Where there's one, there'll be more. Be very, very careful of these. I think they get attracted to the heat of the fire. Okay, those two guys, the deers, spotted me. As you saw, they ran off. Just let them stop of their own accord. There's no point in running after them. And then do the same tactic again. Let's get behind them. One hit, then a sprint hit. That simple. Okay, so as you see we need logs and we need sticks. It's fairly simple to get because logs become sticks. 2 logs equals sticks. 2 logs equals sticks. We'll go and get that right now. Another top tip, if you didn't know the difference between the food types, if you notice, if we go for the apple's not cooked food. So it'll increase my food, the bottom bar, but it won't increase the top bar. You need cooked meat for that. Watch when I take this wolf steak out. There we go, both bars increasing rapidly. Be aware of the different food types. Nuts are similar. Another top tip my mate Phil Arrow taught me, if you hit a tree stump, it becomes another log. Great. Okay, as you can see, wood stick. 2 logs. There we go. Another thing is, when you're chopping this tree down, you can hit it in mid-air and it'll break into logs, saving you a little bit more time. Lean-to constructed. There we go, we've got a respawn point now. As you've noticed, it's now night time on this game. If I stray away from this fire, watch that bar drop down. It drops down 1% for every second I'm away from that fire. I'm sure they'll change it, but it's a bit worrying right now. So just stand by that fire. As you can see, I've just started on the wooden shack. I'm not going to do this in future builds, but because I'm playing with myself on this server, then I'm just doing this as an experiment, but we'll see how it goes and see whether you can store your stuff in there and whether it's got a lockable door. Stay tuned for more shenanigans.